Asian flavors is gaining more popularity around the world in the last decade. Because Asians' long tradition of rich flavors, exotic ingredients, and innovative cooking techniques attracts adventurous patrons. A restaurant named Silk in the heart of Jakarta offers a celebration of Asian contemporary cooking inspired by the Silk Road's history. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Kevin Rosumantri. Come taste the beauty only on See Indonesia. Restaurants for me is the beating heart of a city. A venue where good food and community intertwine. That is why I love exploring new places, from those hidden on landways to the glitz and glam of modern restaurants. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities, only on See Indonesia. For me, nothing beats the nostalgic and familiarity of the area of Menteng. Because I was quite lucky, because when I was a kid, I stayed within this area, I play within this park. But what's unique about Menteng than any other places, not only in Jakarta but also Indonesia, is because the design of the neighborhood. Back then, during the Dutch colonialism, P.K. Moyen, which is one of the most famous architect and city planner, was given task to design a utopia, a place of serenity for the rich and powerful back then on the Dutch government. And then voila, Menteng was born. But after the Dutch got out from Indonesia, the rich and powerful still lives in Menteng. So as many of you know that, as I mentioned before, that the rich and powerful people, they still live and reside in Menteng. Back then, in the 40s and in the 50s and the 60s, most of them were diplomats, people that traveled a lot, people that been exposed to gourmet food and to sophistication even before other people in Jakarta experienced it as it is today. And with that comes the appetite. With that comes the demand to please them. And one of that demand is the existence of restaurants. For example, the first Japanese restaurant in Indonesia is in Cikini, Kikugawa. The oldest ice cream, for example, is in Ragusa, in just proximity around Menteng area. The famous Jitlok Jun, Chinese restaurant, and then the Cookie, which is a restaurant that serves ice cream, and then the Chinese Indonesian food, and also Dutch in the heart of Menteng that turns the name into Miranda and Tanggui. So with those appetites and with those pleasure-driven people, Menteng is a very special place for restaurant. Fish lar.
Iya.
Iya. Terima kasih.
Silakan Pak. Enjoy ya Pak.
Thank you. This fish lap is really interesting because this is unlike any kinds of lap that you perhaps known. If you've been to some of the Thai restaurants or Vietnamese restaurant, sometimes they serve lap, but mostly the lap is consists of minced meat, whether it's chicken or beef or pork even, and then they saute it, and then they combine it with the many kinds of herbs that it's so quintessentially Indonesian. But this lap, it looks so modern. It shows Chef Freddy's skill because, in my opinion, it's more into some kind of like contemporary Japanese touch in it. It's something that's coming from a kind of Michelin star restaurant, but the flavor of the dressing, it still resembles the dressing of lap. This is what I like from dishes from Laos or any kind of region across the Mekong River, is that fresh punch of the dressing. You know there is a vodka in it, but not pungent. But what I also love is that because they are using the star fruits and wan sui, which is so typically Asian. When you eat with this lap, especially when it merged with the dressing, it complements nicely. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities on Sea Indonesia. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities on Sea Indonesia. So let me taste it. The miso jam really increased the natural sweetness actually of the liver pate. Some you're asking that why this is Asian restaurant, why they have chicken liver pate, which is a very classic French. When French colonialized some part of Southeast Asia, their presence mostly significant in the Indonesian region, especially Vietnam and Cambodia. And that is why if you go to Vietnam, you will see lots and lots of chicken liver pate, because it's a legacy from the French people that used to live in those areas. But the people there, they use chicken liver pate with baguette. But here, instead of a classic baguette, they make their own youtiao or chakwe, which I personally love this, not just because it's familiar for our palate, but because the airiness, the textures of the youtiao, it's completely different than baguette.
sayang Kak.
Yeah.
Untuk makanan selanjutnya atau next dish ada yellow curry lamb shank. So we pair with these wines. It's New Zealand Bordeaux blends. Crazy Run Sofia vintage 2016. Mungkin orang-orang bilangnya is French typical classic blended, but it's terroir from New Zealand, so it's gonna be a double side.
Oh, look at that color. It's like a Merlot, yeah?
Yes, it's like Merlot base.
Merlot base.
58% Merlot with 29% of Cabernet Franc.
Yeah.
The rest is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh yeah, that's going to be good with lamb.
Sure. Enjoy. Thank you.
Look at this. It's shaded apart, nicely pink. This shows a very great cooking temperature and techniques. And if you see on top of this lamb, I've never seen anywhere else. This is that Indonesian Chinese called sayur asin. It is a pickled cabbage, sweet and sour. And I think this is going to cut through all the, the richness of usually curry is always like. My mouth is salivating just by smelling the flavor and aroma. Oh gosh. Wow. Do you know why I'm so excited about when I ate this dish? I think it's because I would say the complexity of the flavor. So there is a kind of curry that, from the appearance, it's kind of more like into the Thai curry instead of India or Indonesian curry. But when you taste the flavor, you will notice that this is not entirely Thai. This is a kind of Peranakan curry that meets with the Indian northern curry and with the freshness and sweetness that distinct to the Thai curry. It's a combination of all great flavors of Asia, and especially that makes this dish, and I think elevated this meal more than any regular curry, is the presence of two elements. The sayur asin, the pickled vegetables here, that sits sweet and sour and salty, and as well as the Chinese chili oil, right? If you see this, and if you know what I mean, then you will start to imagine in your plate that everything plays together really well. And I think it's because the Chinese has really strong influence in the cuisine of South Asia or Southeast Asia. For example, in some part of India, especially in Calcutta, near the shore, lots of Chinese influence were there. Even in Indonesia, during the colonialism, even before that, even the Strait of Malacca, right, during the British colonialism, that the flock of Chinese people that came from the mainland China to go to the Strait of Southeast Asia are prominent. Even Thai people, many of them also influenced by the Chinese people. So the presence of Chinese flavor inside of the region of Southeast Asia, especially its culinary repertoire, is really significant. The wine is slightly spicy, but the tannin inside the wine is not cutting through the fattiness, but it balances it well. So brilliant. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia.
Hey Kev, how's your
Finally,
lunch?
chef.
May I join you?
Yes.
So next one we have a intercoastal beef served some style.
Some with a kimchi
style.
complete. And everything.
Yes. So we have popohan,
Yeah.
lettuce, ginseng leaf, and oba leaf. And on the side we have chimichurri Asian style,
Yeah.
sesame oil with Malden salt, confit garlic, and house-made kimchi.
Just for sharing after all.
You know what? Because the Asian culture is all about sharing. It's all about
I agree
sharing.
with you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
So you have quite many collection of Australian and New Zealand there. Australian.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Kev.
Cheers. Thank you so much for having
Pleasure.
me. I like this.
Fab. So this is a intercoastal. Intercoastal where the meat are in between the rib cage.
So it's the bone and then the meat.
Between the bones, yes.
Oh.
As we know, any part
Yes.
of beef, chicken
Yeah.
that near the bone
Yeah.
are the most flavorsome.
Oh, I can imagine the texture.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it correct?
And please.
So
take your meat.
which one? I think I'm gonna get this.
Yeah. Any.
Pinkish.
And it will be.
And then
And you can have the chimichurri if you like.
what's the unique thing about this chimichurri?
All right.
I can no wait.
Tell me.
I know that. Fish sauce?
Come.
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce is underrated.
Exactly.
People like, why would I eat fish sauce in such a nice
Yeah.
restaurant? I'll be smelly and all. Nice.
Oh gosh, come on.
Come on.
That's the delicious
Come
thing.
on.
So I'll do this, yeah?
Yeah. Cheers.
Now I know why you told me that. This is a very underrated cut.
I'm still chewing. I'm still chewing. This is the type of meat. It's not for everyone. But here, I want to educate people that come here.
Yeah.
Try something else. Try something new. Life is too short just to eat freaking tenderloin. And
Okay, Gojima. There's all of this unsavory food. I can't wait what you do with the dessert.
well, you know what? How about we take you to the
we
kitchen
move that.
counter?
Okay.
Yeah, we move. Please.
Okay. Thank you. And then when I tasted your food, you have the yellow curry,
Yeah.
right? And then you have the lap, you have
Yeah.
the old things that like Asia Pacific or Southeast Asia. What it has something to do with the name? Is it something to do with the, I don't know, Silk Road from the historical books or something like that?
100%. Well, we take the essence from the Silk Road itself. As we know, we learn in the history back in the high school or whatsoever, Silk Road where melting pot culture happened in there.
Yeah, true.
Through religion, ingredients, spices, even back to marriage.
Exactly.
That's why there's a mixed culture.
marriage, yes.
Yeah, mixed marriage, mixed culture.
Yeah.
I think it's a great start to take the essence of it, but now we want to pull back to the food itself. Silk Road is one of the best very examples that people can have a mixed culture.
From your perspective as a chef, these days, what I recognize is, you know, the global, both the culinary, even the general world was like, they really have this interest or kind of curiosity on Asian culinary. I mean, you can look at some of the biggest publishers like Random House or Fido. They publish, I don't know, Korean American, and then new Filipino food, and then I don't know, this new Middle Eastern something. Why now? For I don't know, for hundreds of years. Why now?
When you eat Asian, you know, you gather people, you share the food, and then you share the joy, and the food is the center of the communication. And when people nowadays open to trying something else, something different, and then now they're looking into the Asian kind of side of the food.
Yes.
They were like, oh, this is interesting. You know, they never eat chili before, and the next thing they eat chili, oh, what is this? They never eat Sichuan pepper before. Why my tongue is numb?
It's like new exploration for them.
New exploration, that's for sure. And also Asian food and the Asian culture or the cookbook itself come up. We are more brave. We are proud as an Asian.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Showing this is what we have.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, thank you, chef. Thank you.
Okay. So this is what we call the tofu cheesecake at Silk Bistro. So we have tofu cheesecake with kinako crumble. So kinako is a roasted soybean and ginger cacao sorbet. And with a ginger twill. And in the jug there is ginger syrup.
Oh,
you'll be familiar.
It's so familiar. Yeah. So I have to put it like this, right?
Please.
Oh my. You know what I like also from this is when you pour the sauce, you instantly see the pattern of the tofu box.
Tofu.
Right? Oh, it's almost like ancient temple whatsoever. So how it is? Just like mix and match.
Yes, mix
do
and
my
match.
thing. I'm gonna go with the tofu.
Dig in.
I love the texture.
Does it remind you of anything?
Oh, definitely. It reminds me of a chill night. And then I order kembang tahu. Oh, what do you use in this? You blend the tofu?
So we use the actual tofu itself. We whip it with the cream cheese.
Oh, that's the body. Comes
with
in.
the whipped cream and all, and we put it back in the mold.
I love this.
Yeah, this is my taking on 2023 kembang tahu.
This is where the contemporary approach comes in.
Correct.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
As a restaurant, Silk has brought again the excitement of an eclectic Asian cuisine that once were championed in Jakarta. But more than that, Chef Freddy's cooking is a showcase of maturity and craftsmanship that requires years and years of hard work, passion, and of course, never-ending willingness to learn.